So this is my second example where I'm going to show you when I read a file using Java, what can I do with a file. So in other words, different ideas of why do I read a file, what can I do with it, and how can I use it, and how can I manipulate data on the file while I'm reading the file. So just giving you an idea of how to use files. Of course, I'm just giving you very simple examples. So this is the second one in my series. I'm just quickly going to go to the exercise. So here's the exercise. What we want to do is we want to look at the data, which is this lot at the top, which I've saved on the file name movies.txt. And what I want to do is the second example, read the file. I want to get the a genre from the end user. And if they give me, let's say, drama, I want to go through the list and see which ones are of that drama that I got from the end user. And then if I found something, then I'm going to display the film, the name of that film that is of the genre, and for all of them, so for all the movies of that genre. So, right, let's go and do it. Now here, I'm going to read the file with using the scanner. So the scanner can be used to read normal CSV or TXT files. And in order to maintain the file location, I also use File Reader. This was in the previous video, so there's a video for opening up your TXT file or your CSV file. So I'm going to read using the scanner. I'm going to read the file that's contained, well, that's defined by FR, and FR is a file reader object looking for the file named files, and files is this path, and that file name is movies.txt. So I'm going to read using the scanner the movies.txt file, and with every iteration I'm going to read all the data up until the \n, and the next iteration will read up to the next \n, etc. So here I'm doing it. I say while.scan has next, line is scan next. So here I actually read up until the delimiter, put the data into line, and now what I want to do is I want to find out if it's of a particular genre. Okay, so I first have to go and create a scanner object. Okay, now I can create my scanner object over here, and I'm going to go scanner scan. I've already got the scan. Okay, so I'm going to call it input. So it's input from the end user equals new scanner. And the reason why I create a second scanner is because, or second object of the scanner, is because this time I want to read from the console. So this scanner object, which is called input, will read from the console, where the other scanner will read from the file. Okay, now I'm going to say, in fact I can do it over here, and I can say string genre equals input dot next line, getting information from my end user about the genre, but I've got to prompt my end user saying, you know what, enter a genre. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm creating a scanner object that will read from the console. I system out, I tell the end user to enter a genre, and then that genre is then read with next line on my input object of the scanner, and I put the data that was read into the variable genre. So now I create my scanner for reading from the file. Okay, and I open the file, and now I'm going to say file scan as next and read a record into line, and now I'm going to say okay, make it also into lowercase, And I'm not going to hardcode the genre drama in. I'm just going to say genre, the variable name that I've got up here, whatever's in it, I'm looking for that. Okay? Now, what do we have to do? We've got to display a full name if it's of that drama, if it's of that genre. So now I've just got to display that film. Okay? Very simple. Oh dear, where am I now? Okay, let's go back to this. Okay, so if I've found a film of the particular genre, now all I have to do is to print it. So I'm just going to say sys out, and I'm going to say sys out line. So I only print the line that is about that movie of that genre, if it's of a genre. So I read through all the records in my file. Each one of them I put into a string variable, change the string variable to lowercase just for safety. If the line contains the genre that I'm looking for, then print it, otherwise nothing, and carry on until the end. Okay, so I just wanted to take this count out because it's not part of this question. And there's just one thing, like what I can do here with this genre, I can just do the same trick. I can say genre equals genre dot to lowercase, just to make sure I change my genre to lowercase. Now it's in a lowercase, and now here I change the line also to lowercase, so I make sure I've got no problems with case construction. So that's one way of doing it. It's just giving you ideas of what you can do when reading a file.